if you watch my previous video and now posted actually, then you would know what's the title of this video or what this video gonna really be about. The previous video was kind my lip was kinda ashy. So I put on some lip balm. So I want us to talk about body language, right? I want us to talk about how as a woman do we know that a man genuinely in love with us based on his body language. How does he express love in everything that he does? How does he express love in his body language, in everything that he say? How? And that was heavily on my mind since last night because I was watching a TikTok, a famous TikToker, like a couple duo, and I was just like, Gail, this nigga don't like you because okay, so and also I was talking to a friend of mine about this today too as well. I put that in the video, but my previous video, and we actually Google it, right? And this is what Google said. I can't remember everything on the top of my head. Signs a woman could tell that a man is in love with her based on body language is all about eye contact, consistent eye contact, lean in every time she approach him, physical touch, relax in his body. You know what I mean? He's not crossing his hand, and quite a few. So, so as I said, I was watching this famous TikToker, and every time she talking and she lean in, to me, it's like the man looked down or started looking the on the live, reading the chat, and I'm like, girl, this man don't like you, and I'm not here to bash nobody. You notice I don't even call name. I'm just saying that I probably never been in love, but probably I experienced love before, but I don't think that is the highest capacity of love. I don't think that is the highest it could possibly be. But what I know I experience over and over, like a lot, is that men who was in love with me, overly in love with me. Sometimes it don't last. Sometimes it just at the start, but you could tell based on how we move and the things and them he say and when he say it and how he say it and stuff like that, just like how a woman could be very alluring and she speak through her body. I think men does do that in the presence of the woman they love. I feel like when they're not interested in a woman, they kind of come off very nonchalant, like, or they're like reserved, you know but when they're in love, for example, you pretend you's the man and I'm like this, and I'm just talking and you keep leaning in like this, and then before you know it, we kiss. It's like yeah, when you talking to a man and you keep going forward and he like this, like you could tell. And then the next way you could tell too, so if you sit in front of a man and his feet, I wish if I could see my feet, oh my god. But basically, if you sit in front of a man, right, and you facing him, you're talking to him, you're looking him in the eye, you're probably flirting with your shoulders or with your head or whatever, and you're just watching this man in the eye, and his feet, you're facing him, right, and his feet is like cross away from you, or he's slightly tilt from you, or you're facing him and he's talking to you from his side, or you're talking to him and he's like this and he barely make eye contact, or you watching everybody in the room and who's seeing him and he barely making eye contact. Or what is the next thing they just do when they're not interested? He keep looking at it, he keep talking to you, he face you, talking to you, looking in your eye, but he keep watching the time, keep checking the time, or keep checking his phone. Yeah, like I think that is very obvious. I feel like, you know what I mean. And like as women, sometimes we just flirt a little bit more because it's like sometimes we like the reject. Well, I wouldn't say we like the rejection, but sometimes we does like the rejection. We don't like a man too easy. We don't like a man too available, especially at first. So when you see, like that in your mind, you'll be like, well, it's not gonna be easy to. easy to be caught by another woman. That is the delusion we feed with and then you keep going in, and then you know what I mean, and then bop you on this man in a relationship, and then his body language, like it not changing, you know what I mean, and it's just sad. Like, I didn't want to come here to talk about how sad it is. I wanted to come here to talk about, to go through the list. I was going to write the list in my diary, but then I started just manifest. I was just started to manifest. Like, ladies, I feel like when a man is in love with you, as Google said earlier, physical touch. He gonna always touching you. He gonna always just caressing you. Like, even if he driving, he gonna rest his hand on your leg. If you're using your phone, if you're using your phone like this, he gonna probably rest his hand on your leg. If your hand just free, he gonna hold your hand like this, sis. I'm telling you, you know what I mean. Or if you're sitting down, he gonna rub your leg. Like, these are some of the sign. If you guys walking, he holding your hand. If there's so much different thing, like in the Caribbean, we not so frequent for a man to open the door for a woman. Very rare, right? But there's some other small things that he would probably wouldn't get out the car to open the car door for you. But if you and him walking towards a restaurant, he go before you just that, 1 minute, or just to open the door for you. Or he walking, but he constantly stopping to check, if you're behind him. Or what I mean, like stuff like that. Like, or what I get most often is like somebody will ask me a question. Like, if a woman asks me a question, like, my man, especially what the woman wearing or how the woman look, he would probably make himself known, like, yeah, that is mine. A man asks me a question, he probably answer the question, like, I don't even let her talk. Like, these are some of the signs, like, how you does know, like, if a man love you, home, like we talk about the home, right? If a man love you and you guys home, based on my experience, if you're in the kitchen, you probably going to sit down watching everything that you do, every little detail, but he talking to you. You're in some kind of conversation, and you so deep in the conversation that you'll be like, babes, pass the carrot. He passing the tomato, and you'll be like, but you know what I mean? It's like he's so involved in everything that you do. He's so involved. You know what I mean? If you pick up a broom, you take up the couch to you to sweep under. Or if you pick up the broom, he start to make the bed. Like, when a man see you not as an item or object, but see you like a partner. That is the next way to know. A next way to know how if a man is in love based on his body language, if he include you in his plan, if he consult you before you make a plan or make a decision where could impact both of you guys' life. If he introduce you to his friends, if he, body language. I think it's just like, all right, let me tell her why I even come up with the idea of doing this. The girl on TikTok live. And every time the man, she's so in love, right? She's so in love. And every time the man come around, you could, your body started, you could see it. Like, every time the man come around, if the man come behind, she's like this. She watching him from the side of her eye. She not, making eye contact, but she this, what this indicate? If I talking to my man, as a woman much less. And if I come up behind my man and he do this, he don't do this like you want to hear what I'm saying, he do it like I kissing him. I'm like, that girl wanna be kissed so bad. And he keep ignoring her. And even when she leaning to do the kissing, he ignore her. Even when she initiating the touching, he be like, stop it, you're on live, stop it. And then she keep on saying, and throughout the live, she keep on saying, it's because you're doing this live, that is why you friending me up. Cause they Jamaican. She be like, it's because you're doing this live, that is why you're friending me up and stuff like that, right? And to me, I'm like, but girl, that man don't like you. Call that friend up, and to me, I'm like, you're not even serious about apologizing to her. And she be like, well, you're friending me up because you want to do that. That just, it's just like, Like I am so soft and so feminine. I am I am both. I could balance in between. But when I'm in love, I'm so soft on how I feel about a person. If somebody I don't like, but if I say hey and they say B, I go and see and I ain't stopping. I don't care. But if it's somebody that I'm actually in love with, like really in love with, I get soft. I'm like B. I would cry. Like for the simplest thing, I just want to be touched and be loved and hug up and kiss and just admire me and just sit down there and just stare me down. Like I remember I usually get annoyed with this man. Like every time I'm doing something, he watching me and I'm get so nervous. I'm like, stop, like that, like like that, like I'll be like, babe, hold my lash look, and then we just started tongue tie, like I'll be like, babes, oh my lash go on properly, and he just started kissing me. You know what I mean? Or you wiping something off my face, and then before you know it, his face on mine. Like we faces like this all the time. You know what I mean? Like I crave these things. I want these things. So when I see somebody want that too, because based on how she moving in her body language, is like she'll be like, come on to me. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe I don't know if he do it behind the scene, but to me, it just look like never giving. He just so rough. He be like, we on live, yeah, thing. Even when you watch some other YouTubers like couple duo, like even though they don't want to because they don't want to get flagged by YouTube, so even when they don't want to do too much, you could actually see the affection still. Like you still see they probably touch and hug so long and so tight. You know what I mean? Just because they don't want to kiss and the thing, or but you could still see it. The body, it still show love. You know what I mean? Like other than to show like, well, you're just around because you could make me get more views. But the next thing too, you can't really blame the man because some of we, especially let me talk to myself too. Girl, sometimes you're not feminine. Men like feminine woman. Men like feminine woman. And when I say feminine, don't be too soft and weak. Men are like weak and soft woman. But you ask me, like, if you want me to tell her the trick, me just be soft and thing for lure them in, and then when them come in, me take them my time and get for know, make them know say, hey, me no weak. You know them type of way, like I'm think me I talk too much, I'm teeth started look like not talk too much, but talking too close. So I'm like, I just want to know if you guys hearing me. But men like feminine woman, and a feminine woman, for example, if I am by myself, I take up a case of water, throw on my shoulder and go on with that. But if my man around, I'm like, I can't manage, I'm so weak, and I can't even open, a tomato jar. Like stuff like that. Like, and also like the way you talk to your man. Like, hey, don't. You have some woman who just treat the man like the son. And I feel like that is how this specific couple, that's how the woman treat the man. She treat the man like the man is her son, like, you know what I mean? And treat him like a little boy and embarrass him in front of thousands or thousands of people. So one that probably that is why he don't want to. You can't treat a man like a boy. You just cannot. Like you can't treat him like your son. Like for example, if I cooking and I tell my man to come and cook, right? And if he say he don't know how to do this, or if he doing something a way like I don't like, or that doesn't like sit my stomach or something, it's just something that give me the grinch. Like I not gonna go over a big man and school him and be like, babes, you have to set it like this, and this is how you're supposed to. Nah, that is the model job. I ain't gonna do that. I'm gonna be like, babes, it's all right. I got it. Like I will do it, and I will just do it. See, my friend, if I say that to my friend, he gonna be like, let me do it, and thing, and you know what I mean. It depends on the relationship because, for example, if it was my friend, not my man, I'm just saying how different some people is. They're gonna be like, they're gonna want to do it more when you say that, and then then you get the opportunity to be like, well, babe, I don't really like how you do it. And if he love you or he interested, he gonna be like, how do I do it? Or all right, let me see how you do it. And then that just gonna in himself gonna make you want to make that change because he love you on his own. And then he gonna probably don't get it right the first time. You don't have to think and go over him. You're not his mother. You could just be like, okay, well, and you just do it your way. And then he will keep watching you and he will keep practicing it just because he gonna always want to do it to please you. You know what I mean? Or say he make you dinner, gonna be like, babes, look, I made this the way you say you like it. And you're gonna get him to learn your method, and you're gonna get him to respect you, and you're gonna get a man. You're not gonna get a little boy, and you're not doing it good, and this is how, and every, like, it's a Jamaican thing. It really is a Jamaican thing. Like, we woman, Jamaican woman, we just want to teach woman, we just want to be the mother so bad. Like, nah. Like, let him learn that on his own. Like, he big enough. He's a man. You don't. If that was something important to him, he would have mastered it. I mean, he don't care. That's something where you like, or that's cooking. That's our thing. So we gonna take pride in that. That don't mean you're gonna go over him, like stuff like that. I don't school my man. I try not to school my man. I try not to school friends and all. And I feel like that's why it's so easy for people to talk to me and open to me. People tell me the deepest, darkest secret. Like, people see, because I give people room to be themselves. And like, me and my friend, we will be playing, and I like, give me this, let me do this, because you can't do nothing right. Because that's my friend. I ain't gonna talk to my man like that. You know what I mean? And he would say the same to me. And this is what I would do when he say the same thing. That is very rude. That is very disrespectful. Like, who you think you're talking to? I'm not your child. I don't have to do it right. I do it completely. And so then you show him, like, I'm a woman, don't deal with me like a little child. You understand? But if that was my mom, I wouldn't be like, give me, you can't do nothing right. I would never do that to my lover. My sweet, sweet lover, never. I'm gonna be like, I would get it, I would do it, just go. If I'm annoyed, I'm gonna be like, just go, all right, go and do that. I would do this. You do that, and I would do this. His mind, he's gonna be like, he taking too long or something, but I'm not gonna be like, because you're not doing the right thing. You're supposed to set it like this, and then when he not, and I schooling him, and I'm like, nah, I don't do that. Okay, my friend, I had a friend who was married to a Trini man, who used a mop, a wiping mop, in the fridge. So he cleaning the fridge with a wiping mop, and he putting the mop into the, the thing in the bottom of the fridge to put the vegetable into thing. And she's a Jamaican, and she come and she was like, how you could do that? Calm. That's what I learned. She's a Jamaican big woman. She was like, you can't do that. That's nastiness. I don't like that. And she go over it herself. She never stopped to clean school man and tell him, oh, go and catch the water and thing and fling and thing. And I while he going, she fling and thing, licking him. Or she take the same up and thing. Or even she don't hit him, but she fletch like, oh, you could do, like he's the man mother, he's the man mother. If I come home and I see that with my lover, I gonna be like, babes, like, nah. I gonna be so annoyed. I'm gonna be like, you just, nah. Like, stop. Even if I gonna quarrel with him, I gonna quarrel with him that you don't have to use them. This is how I would have crap. Why would you choose to use them up? Because he not gonna just get up and he not mental. He not gonna get up and do and just use them up. It had to be something that he saw. It had to be something he repeating. So I not gonna, you know what I mean? I gonna be like, babe, why would you choose to use a mop? Of all everything in this house, why would you choose a mop? That's all I would be. And then he gonna tell me, well, I see my sister doing this or my mother doing this, and I'm gonna be like, well, okay, but when you're with your sister, when you're with your mother, you do that. But when right here, over here, I don't like that. I don't appreciate that. I think that is nasty to put a mop in my fridge or our fridge. And I just clean it over. And if a man love you, he not gonna make you clean over the fridge. You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna be like, all right, okay, I'm gonna get it. I will clean it with the rag or the plate cloth way. I will do it. All right. Simple. Well, but when you go want to be a mother, that's why That's why you ain't getting the affection you want. That's why you're not treating it like a baby. That's why. That's why. Then that's why you gonna see this man left and go to another woman, and then you're gonna be like, but how come he just met you 3 months and married she? Because she feminine. That's how you do it. You can't. If it's this particular girl we're talking about, she probably would have called her whole friend and the whole family to tell them, look, I see the map. I wouldn't even tell his sister. Like, I wouldn't tell nobody. That would be an inside joke. I'll be like, I'm gonna clean the fridge today, babe. Don't touch my mop, or I would just like hide them up and shrimp and make you see that I'm hiding them up and be like, I'd be like, why would you put them up under the bed? I'm gonna be like, cause I'm gonna clean my fridge today. Like, it gonna be like an inside joke, or you know what I mean? Unless something come up about the fridge, I would talk about that. So probably by the time they hear that don't happen 10 years ago. Like, I would never just get up and just some woman would do this. I'll get up and call and thing and make a video, or make it loud and be like, oh, you could do this, and then and flitch. And that is gonna give him trauma or make you think about his mother. You want him to see you as a wife. You don't want that. You know what I mean? And you have to give your man room to make mistakes, because I sometimes could be very clumsy. So I want a man to be like, okay, that's all right. I'm like, I can't believe I break it. Like, and I guess doing the most, and he's supposed to be like, it's okay. It's just a piece of glass. You know what I mean? So you have to give people room to make mistakes too. You can't want to be a man mother and want to be his girlfriend at the same time. You have to choose your role, because if you behaving like your mother, if you have money, he will give you, but he ain't gonna just spoil it like that. You just gotta make sure you're not hungry and you're not looking the worst. I'm telling you the truth. If you see like you look a baby, everything you see that's cute, you're gonna take off. You're gonna be like, my baby don't want this cup. She gonna want this spoon. She gonna just want, oh my God, it's gonna look so cute on my baby. And I'm telling her, like, people wonder how I do things. I stop. It's been a while. But I'm just saying, I don't know how. When I watching things and I see things, it's just not like what the typical person see. I see deep. People, people, but how the fuck you know that? I didn't tell nobody that. I'm like, I know because I could, your voice change. I just see things deep, I very, very different. I see things deep. So I see, and I always wonder, why would a rich black man go to a white woman? That is when it started. And then I started watching. And then I said, a black woman is so hungry. I could be very angry. But I do the same things we're telling you guys not to do. It's not saying that it's how you do it. A white woman does do the same thing a black woman do. But it's how she do it. She do it more supple, more feminine. Black woman do it more hasty, more arrogant. And that's the difference, you know what I mean? And that is also the difference with how a man treat a girl. He meet a man with a woman for 10 years and watch she total water up a hill, and meet a woman in a day and she and the bucket of water up that hill. She the bucket of water up that hill, and she 12 child. She the water and 12 child up that hill. Like, I know it probably will come off and it don't make sense, but for who knows what I'm saying. And when you see a man, when you see certain thing and you don't gain that certain affection that you want to feel in your body, because every woman want to feel like a little child, and you with a man and you're not feeling that, come on, like, he gonna know I ain't feeling that, because I'm gonna be like you just I just my body, like everything, like when I everything I want or anything I do is in my body. People could be like, you're lying. People could just hear it through my voice. People could be like, I don't know, people could tell, because it's just they. But people can't read me, but some people who I love in my space like that could tell. Like, if I don't get that feedback while looking for my man, he ain't gonna get nothing from me. I done. Like, I'm like, so what we gonna do? Because at this point, like, it's not working. I'm not gonna just deeply, like, oh, I'm trying to think. I don't think a woman's supposed to try to teach a man how to be affectionate. That is something that comes natural. Like that is something that comes natural. I feel like a man could just he don't even know what to do. Nobody give us no manual. You're just so in love and you just touch she at the right place at the right time. She just at that right moment and it just feels you to feel that in your body and she was like, oh my god. Like these things are natural. You know what I mean? So look for the sign, ladies. Yeah. And that is what I have for you guys because it's like 30 minutes. And like, first I ever talk so much, maybe because I'm talking about a man. So, lady, like, moon is tomorrow, Monday, January the 13th, 2024, the full moon, the first full moon in the new year. Look how bright and beautiful this is. And so huge, and it don't even full yet. It's gonna be full and ripe tomorrow. But look at this though. And look how bright it is. It's very glorious, glorious, majestic. Good time to do some manifesting.